So before we get back on track with some more reviews, I wanted to touch base on something that just was recently announced last Friday. And this kind of pertains to a more personal side for me. Back in 2019, the Mahoning Drive-In Theater in Lehighton, PA did their first Godzilla Palooza, which was a 2-day event and 6 movies, 3 each night. I was privileged enough to go see that, and this year they announced that they were bringing it back, albeit this year it appears on steroids. Um, they brought out Godzilla vs. Megalon for what it seems to be is its 50th. Obviously, as you can see, Friday, Terror of Mechagodzilla Mothra and Godzilla 2000. Saturday, King Kong vs. Godzilla, Rodan, and GMK. And then Sunday, with one of the films I missed back in 2019, Destroy All Monsters. So for me, this was a surprise, but also something that brought me a lot of joy to see how many monster movies were brought out for this year. And not just Godzilla films, films featuring kaiju that later appeared in the Godzilla franchise. But as far as 2019 goes, it was a great event. Lots of Godzilla fans, lots of Toku fans. I managed to catch some footage. Obviously, you can see Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla. I went the second night, so the second night was Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, Godzilla vs. Megalon, and a surprise third film, which was what we later found out was Godzilla vs. Gigan. These were all presented on 35mm film, and as you can see, the quality of the film print varies for each film. Gigan looks fairly good. There was a reddish tint for Mechagodzilla, and Megalon was fairly washed out. But that's to be expected, considering that these prints are sometimes 40, 50, sometimes 60 years old. So this year, since I didn't get Terror of Mechagodzilla back in 2019, I was thrilled to see that on the roster. But the event itself, I missed the first night, and I wish I would have gone for the whole weekend because they had everything. They had the 2014 Godzilla game on the PlayStation 4. You could play it. They had Destroy All Monsters Melee. And for me, obviously this year, I wanted to get to see some of the films that I didn't see before, mainly being Terror of Mechagodzilla, Destroy All Monsters, and Godzilla 2000. So I have high hopes for this year, and for those of you that are able to, I highly encourage you to come and see the event. Even if you only come for one day, just to show some kind of support for this. I go to the Mahoning Drive-In Theater fairly frequently because it's all classic films, all presented in 35mm film. Guys there are, well, the whole crew that make that place run, great people. And, to see them bring this back, especially with some Millennium films, which was an interesting choice for me. I did not expect to see those in 35mm, especially since it's definitely a different feel from when you go see, like, say, a Millennium film in a modern theater. So, just a quick video I wanted to make. Like I said, before we get back onto some videos, some more reviews, because there's stuff that I really need to do reviews for. But this was one I wanted to get out there as part of like a little news thing for those that may be interested. I would advise buying tickets soon, just because you never know, it might sell out fairly quickly. So if there are any of you that are interested, I highly suggest getting tickets ASAP. I've obviously ordered my tickets for the nights that I'm going, just because you never know. There could be a run on this fairly quickly, especially with how popular the Godzilla franchise has been getting alongside some other Toku properties. So yeah, just like I said, fun little video. Wanted to do a little update and everything for you guys, and make you aware of what is looking to me like it's going to be a killer event. So, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys for my next review.